Hello and welcome. I, Larissa Wazam, back to take you on a tour on the ongoing celebrations of Lights, Camera, Action at the 54th edition of IFFI. Once again, let's see what happened on the day 4 across the IFFI venues in the state. No festival is complete without its delegates and visitors. Team Herald spoke to several delegates and visitors who are attending this edition of Film Masti. Spanning diverse ages, these delegates share a common passion for cinema, making this festival a melting pot of varied experiences and perspectives. Among the attendees are numerous first-time visitors eager to immerse themselves in the cinematic marvels showcased at the festival. While there are some who attend this festival each year, the delegate expressed her primary goal as actively participating in the festival and highlighted how the event has introduced her to numerous like-minded film enthusiasts.
ओके आप कितने साल से अटेंड कर रहे हैं?
मैं 2-3 साल से अटेंड कर रहा हूँ।
ओके।
गोवा में हो रहा है तो गोवा में अटेंड कर रहा हूँ अभी फर्स्ट टाइम। बहुत अच्छा अमेजिंग एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है कि गोवा एक एरिया है और ऊपर से ये IFFI का अपना शो चल रहा है और शो में इतने सारे लोग आ रहे हैं और नए नए टाइप के मूवीज़ वगैरह हैं क्योंकि इट्स रिलेटेबल टू इंडस्ट्री एंड इट्स गुड थिंग बिकॉज वी द न्यू पीपल न्यू कमर दे एक्चुअली know that the thing is how it's happened and how it is going and what is actually cinema and how they are doing all these things. It's a good thing, I think, and I supposed to be every year it is happen, and I think there is something it's missed. That is why what I realized that there should be a director and producer that should took their stall there and launch their stall and stall there, they sit and they meet with the actor, actresses and the talented people. So they can think and they in future they can hire them or they can use them by their portfolio. So I think this one is missed. So it is very important thing to should be IFFI think about that and doing all this work on that. So it will be good.
So
I am Goduri Roy. I'm coming from Ahmedabad. So we are studying film and video communication at National Institute of Design. And this is my first time here in a large international film festival with so much exposure that we get into different genres of films, that the independent artists, that we already established artists.
So
what really happened is that when I was in my I was a teenager, I started watching films, and then I realized that so much of my story I see through other people. So it's a way that I can relate to a lot of people. So it's something very personal to me. And then eventually I thought maybe I'll take it up as a profession where I can tell my own stories, I can tell my community stories to the world. I've been primarily interested in films, and that is all, definitely facilitated by me watching films of other people. So this is my first day here right now. I mean, I have come here with a lot of expectations. I haven't watched a screening yet, I have one at 1:40. I know a lot of filmmakers that I have worked with in college who have here, who have decided on the films that are going to be screened. So one of them is Mahesh. I was willing, like, where is he? I was just about to go and meet him and talk to him about it. I did meet a few actresses on the plane while I was coming here. So the excitement has been building up for a long time right now. Now that I'm finally here.
okay, so
Yeah, I would like that. I would like my film to be here one day.
okay.
So our primary motivation as a whole batch, we are here, is to be as involved with the film festival. So we are not really thinking of other things primarily, but obviously because we cannot go to multiple screenings one after the other, there are different locations going on. We are going around the city. Not.
So how do you see this?
So yesterday when I came, I was there at the main gate. So I collected my delegate pass and everything. I didn't know how it would look inside, but it's very overwhelmingly good. Like, I'm seeing so many people, like, as passionate as me trying to look at the films. I'm going to different stalls who have different sections, different eras of films presenting it to us. It's very interesting.
So you are
Well, if I am myself coming to a huge festival first time, but people do have different motivations regarding that. But what I would say is that watch as many films as you can, because this is the big screen. Obviously, we know the films, we have the list of it, we can watch it on YouTube anytime. But watching it with a group of people who are just as passionate with you, not in isolation in your own room where you're looking at a YouTube video.
The Bhopal gas tragedy of 1984 is one of the darkest chapters in Indian history. Thousands lost their lives and thousands are still suffering from the severe after effects. The Railwaymen web series hits the ground running for the first time. The director doesn't mince any words in throwing light on the moral corruption within the political landscape, including how the chief of the Union Carbide factory got away without any punishment. Meet the cast and crew of Railwaymen.
Railwaymen, it promises to take viewers on an emotionally charged journey back into the time of the Bhopal gas tragedy. It's a 4-episode series compelling, brave individuals who valiantly fought back to contain one of the worst industrial disasters in the history of India. It ensembles a cast. We have them. And before we move on to the question answer, I would like to request, sirs, if you would want to say any words.
Bro, if I take away your script, what will you do? What will happen? I just want to know.
The courage and valor of few individuals who saved countless lives on the night of the Bhopal gas leak, and on a night when people were sleeping in a small town like Bhopal, a vicious gas leaked and spread across the city, and held each person in that city by the neck and choked them, and they had to run for their lives. And around 15,000 people died in this tragedy. But on that night, there were some people who managed to go beyond their duty, beyond their hope, to save lives. Because, like you say, even one life saved is a very big thing, and that's what they did. And in our history, we've forgotten their contribution in saving these lives, and that's what this story is about.
The idea was always basically to tell the story of the railways. We'd known about the incident for a long time, but the angle of the railways came when, like Shiv said, I found out that the next morning people were taking trains out of Bhopal and into Bhopal. That was a time जब ट्रेन रुकती थी कहीं पर तो 12-12 घंटे तक ट्रैक पे रुकी रहती थी. People would think यार भूल भाल तो नहीं गए हमें. In that situation, for people to be in that zone, it's a valid question. Have we been forgotten? But the railway people over there, and as a whole, the organization, it's not कि एक, दो या तीन लोग कर सकते हैं. It has to be an organizational thing where you basically mount a rescue effort that mobilizes the entirety of your railway network and get these people out. So to get a station running back up, where 20 to 25 people have died in the night, has to be a monumental effort. So what we got to thinking was, who was the person who cleared the tracks? Who was the person who established communications right then? Who was the person who took charge of the situation? Who was the person who cleared the station of dead bodies? You can't have a working railway station like that. So basically it was about an organization that we tend to overlook, because we have stories of policemen and army people and doctors, but very rarely we come across stories of
वो जो रुमाल बांधे थे उस हिस्से का हिस्सा है, तो उसको निभाना पड़ता है, और एक्टर कलाकार का वो दायित्व बनता है, जो भी जरूरत हो वो उसको निभाए. तो रुमाल के साथ क्योंकि वो चीज़ तो कोविड की याद तो आ गई, बहुत बुरी तरह से आ गई, लेकिन कोई चारा नहीं था, तो ये चीज़ एक कहानी आपके सामने पेश कर दी. तो जो कुछ ज़रूरी था उसके बीच में वो हमने किया, और रिजल्ट आपके सामने मेरे ख्याल से काफ़ी लोगों ने नहीं देखा हुआ, लेकिन देख लीजिएगा, समझ में आएगा.
The intensity of the situation. जब आप एक्टिंग करते हैं तो चाहे जाए, पूरा ही सब कुछ लग जाए, तभी भी आप तो करते हैं और ऑडियंस तक पहुंचता है। मूवी डेफिनेटली सेकंड बैकग्राउंड जो वेव थी उसके बाद ही हम कर रहे थे, वी हैव टू बी वेरी वेरी केयरफुल कि हम क्या कर रहे हैं। वी वर वेरी लकी एंड ब्लेस्ड कि कुछ ऐसी घटना नहीं थी जिसकी वजह से शूटिंग रोकनी पड़ी। मुश्किल था, लेकिन मुश्किलें करने में मजा आता है, चैलेंजेस का मजा है।
जी क्या है ना कि मुझे एक्टिंग नहीं आती, मुझे जीना आता है, और अगर आप जीते हो तो वो आंखों में दिखता है। तो अगर उस मोमेंट को मैं सच में जीऊंगा तो वो दिख जाएगा। तो मैं उस भरोसे चल दिया। और आपने देखी सीरीज? नहीं, आप देखिएगा और मुझे बताइएगा अगर कम्युनिकेट हुआ। आफ्टर 28 ओके, डन।
Late legendary actor Irfan Khan's son Babil Khan, who has made debut in Bollywood. Babil is in Goa and was seen at IFFI ahead of his web series Railwayman release. Babil also spoke about his journey and Goa. Watch.
सोचूंगा तो मुझे लगता है मैं सोच में ही रह जाऊंगा। तो मैं एक काम करता हूँ, इस उम्र पे मैं महसूस करके जीता हूँ, और जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊंगा एज में तब मैं एक ऐसे लिखूंगा आपके लिए लंबा चौड़ा की जिंदगी कैसे महसूस हुई। पक्का। जी मैम एनडीए साइन किया ना है, बट एनडीए पर जब कोई
1947 Brexit India, which is an Indo-US production, a documentary that presents a compelling exploration of the events surrounding Britain's abrupt exit from India in 1947. Today, the team and crew spoke about this documentary. Watch.
Dr. Swaranjit Singh, sir, you are a doctor by profession from United States of America. You have love for history, and for that love you produced this film. Please tell us.
At Midnight was written by a French guy. The decolonization story, the Guru has written a masterpiece. He's an Oxford guy, and John Darwin, and he wrote about 1,000-page book, but they wrote very little about India, which basically sustained the empire. So, if we don't write our history, we don't get it right. And what we're trying to highlight is that the things which are there that we don't recognize, like Dr. and we're proud of doing that. And we'll continue to do that in success. Thank you.
That's fantastic, sir. All the best for the film, and enjoy the festival.
Time and again, actor Pankaj Tripathi has proved his finesse and versatility with the kind of projects he chooses to work in. His upcoming film Khadak Singh is no exception. In the film, Tripathi will be seen in a completely different role as per the trailer, which was launched on the opening day of the 54th edition of IFFI in Goa. Khadak Singh promises a captivating narrative that explores the complexities of identity. Watch Pankaj speaking live at this IFFI.
उस दुकान में सामान की डिबिया को सजाने में भी रख सकते हैं। आपका एस्थेटिक्स जो है ना किसी भी फील्ड में दिख सकता है जीवन में, तो जरूरी नहीं है कि सिनेमा में ही दिखे। तो ये जरूर मैं बोलता हूँ कि मूल्यांकन करें और होप भी रखें, लेकिन मूल्यांकन करें कि क्या मैं इसके लिए बना हूँ या इसमें लगाव क्यों है। सिर्फ नाम दाम पैसे ग्लैमर के लिए है या कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आर्ट हमारे लिए। थोड़ी देर पहले मैंने बोला कि सर्वाइवल इंपॉर्टेंट है, आर्ट सेकेंडरी है। जाते हैं और कोई एक एक्टर हमें दिखता है कैमरे के पीछे भी अपनी तैयारी करते हुए, और दूर से हम भांप लेते हैं कि यार इस लड़के में कुछ बात है, स्पार्क है। कई बार देखता हूँ कि जूनियर आर्टिस्ट के किरदार में कोई लड़का है जो सिर्फ पासिंग कर रहा है, और उसका डेडिकेशन देख के मुझे लग जाता है कि यार इस लड़के को मौका मिलेगा ना तो ये कुछ करेगा। और कई बार डायरेक्टर बोल देते हैं कि पंकज जी देख रहे हो यार उस लड़के को, पीछे वाले को, हाँ कुछ है उसमें, आग है, पीछे है, वो नहीं आ रहा है, वो नहीं चाह रहा है कि हम संबंध बना लें, हेलो सर कर लें ताकि मुझे ये काम दे। वो सिर्फ अपने काम में सिंसियरिटी से लगा हुआ है और उसमें वो बात भी है सर, वो दिख जाती है दूर से। अगेन भीड़ बहुत है मुंबई में, आसान नहीं है। तो आप जब हमारे कंट्री में बोलता हूँ कि रेलवे का कंफर्म टिकट मुश्किल है ले पाना, तो एक्टर बनना भी तो उतना ही मुश्किल होगा ना। तो पर दुनिया ऐसे ही चलती है, होप है, उम्मीद है। कलाओं का तो यही काम है ना कि हम आपके थिन और थिक में आपको प्रेरणा दे दें, हौसला दे दें, बेहतर व्यक्ति बनाएं। तो आर्ट फॉर्म का एक बिजनेस और 100 करोड़ क्लब के साथ साथ ये भी एक काम है।
पंकज जी, आपने कहा कि गैंग्स ऑफ वासेपुर की आपने, जो कि 2012 में आई, और एक तरह से एक फाउंटेन हेड थी वो पिक्चर। आप थे उसमें, जयदीप अलावत थे, राजकुमार राव थे, इन सबको हम पहले नहीं जानते थे, ये सब थे उस फिल्म में। एंड ऑफ कोर्स आपने सही कहा कि आपकी ज़िंदगी उस फिल्म से बदली नहीं। जयदीप अलावत की भी नहीं बदली, राजकुमार राव की थोड़ी बदली होगी, बट वो तो फिल्में करने लगे उसके बाद। लेकिन आपकी ज़िंदगी क्या कह सकते हैं कि बदली अराउंड 2016 इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोमिनेंस? OTT प्लेटफॉर्म का एक रेवोल्यूशन सा आया और उसके सबसे बड़े स्टार बने पंकज त्रिपाठी
जी।
वो दैट बी करेक्ट टू से, क्या कहना सही होगा?
बिल्कुल सहमत हूँ मैं आपकी बातों से, क्योंकि OTT जब हिंदुस्तान में आया, मैंने भी मूल्यांकन किया कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ। तो OTT हिंदुस्तान में आया तो हिंदुस्तान के जो हमारे हिंदी सिनेमा के जो बड़े एक्टर्स थे, उन्हें लगा था ये दूसरा टीवी आया है, कि एक तो टीवी वो चैनल्स चल रहे थे वो GEC, अब ये कोई दूसरा टीवी आया, हम तो सिनेमा वाले हैं तो टीवी में क्यों आए। तो शुरुआत में बड़े लोग थोड़े स्केपिस्ट थे, तो इन प्लेटफॉर्म्स ने शायद ये तय किया कि टैलेंट चुनो और उनको बड़ा बना दो। मुझे याद है पहली होर्डिंग मेरी मिर्जापुर में लगी थी। हाँ, और मैं देखा कि यार अकेले कुर्सी पे ऐसा पैर करके बैठा हुआ हूँ।
कालीन भैया,
हाँ कालीन भैया के बड़ा फैन है। तो उसके पहले एक फिल्म में बात चली थी कि तुम पोस्टर पे आओगे, डेट लिया गया था, और फिर पता चला मैं नहीं आया, मेरी जगह VFX का एक बाग आ गया। मैं बोला आपने ही तो कहा था वहाँ आइए, तो मैं बिना देखे वहाँ कैसे आऊँगा। तो मुझे, क्योंकि मैं थिएटर किया था, थिएटर में मार्किंग की ट्रेनिंग नहीं होती है, जोन होता है। एक लाइट वाइज हमने 9 डिवीजन में स्टेज को बांट दिया है कि उस जोन में है, अपर स्टेज में है, सेंटर स्टेज में, लोअर स्टेज में है। सिनेमा में तो एग्जैक्ट मार्क में पहुंचना है, क्योंकि फोकस पुलर ने वहाँ का मेजरमेंट करके रखा है। तो मैं चलते शॉट में मैं चोरी करने लगा, मार्क मेरा किधर है। बोला नहीं, आपको देखना नहीं है, पहुँचना है। अब मैं परेशान कि बिना देखे कैसे पहुँचेंगे। करते करते अब आदत हो गई है कि एक बार कमरे में आते हैं और बिन बताए भी हाँ मार्क कहाँ है, अच्छा ठीक है चलो। तो अब हो गई।
वो कौन सा सीन था, कौन सा शॉट था, कौन सी फिल्म?
मेरे ख्याल से रन फिल्म का था, जो प्रगति मैदान में मैं विजय राज से मिलता हूँ। मेरी आवाज़ भी उसमें नहीं है, किसी और ने डब की है।
अच्छा।
हाँ, और क्रेडिट भी नहीं था मेरे नाम का कि मैं कौन आदमी हूँ, एक अननोन पर्सन लिखा हुआ है, विकिपीडिया पे अभी भी होगा। तो वो था, रन फिल्म थी, जीवा डायरेक्टर थे साउथ के ही, अब वो नहीं रहे।
अभिषेक बच्चन थे उस फिल्म में।
जी, अभिषेक जी थे, और विजय राज के साथ मेरा सीन था। वो भी बहुत कमाल है, जिस व्यक्ति ने वो कास्टिंग की थी, कल मुझे मिले थे श्याम सुंदर, IFFI में ही आए हुए थे कल। वो हमारे अब कड़क सिंह के को प्रोड्यूसर हैं। तो श्याम जी मिले थे, बोले याद है पंकज भाई 24 साल पहले मैंने आपको सिलेक्ट किया था। बोला
सेलेक्ट किया बट नाम भी नहीं दिया, क्रेडिट भी नहीं दिया।
हाँ, तो वो तो जीवन की कहानी है कि कई बार क्रेडिट मिलेंगे, नहीं मिलेंगे, आप अपना काम ईमानदारी से करते जाओ, एक क्रेडिट वहाँ लिखी जाती है। तो 83 अब कर रहे थे, 83 फिल्म हम लोग कर रहे थे। तो 83 चूंकि खेल के ऊपर है, क्रिकेट के ऊपर, तो जब स्पोर्ट्स का पार्ट शूट हो रहा था तो फिल्म कैमरे में भी फोकस बॉल के पीछे रहता है, बॉलर।
The ongoing 54th edition of the International Film Festival of India, IFFI, is premiering meticulously restored Indian and international classics under its new Restored Classics section. The Restored Classics section also pays homage to regional language cinema with films like Vidyapati 1937 in Bengali by Debaki Bose, Shamshi Ai 1953 in Marathi by PKRA, Patala by Ravi 1951 in Telugu by KV Reddy, and Chorus 1974 in Bengali by Mrinal Sen. Watch the team speaking about this.
It also involves constructing preservation facilities organizing training programs, and creating a web-based IT solution for comprehensive management. Before we go ahead with let's have a look at the trailer on the Restored Classics project. Chelsea? Here, so you can see it here. Chum, chum, chum. Chum, chum, chum. Lage chum, chum, biryani chum, 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 chum. Chum, chum, chum. Chum, chum, chum. The National Film Heritage Mission have embarked on a journey to restore iconic Indian classics. Much like the making of a film involves a dedicated group of people, the task preserving films is a commitment to safeguarding the original artwork. The fragile nature of cinema demands careful preservation and maintenance. Frames are carefully repaired by hand before being digitized in high-quality resolution.
The digitization of a film in human resolution is like using a microscope, and all the defects which have happened because of the passage of time, those are going to get magnified. The obviously there is the restoration.
Films available in public domain often do not uphold applied ethics and do not present them in correct aspect ratio and restitution. With all these classics in 4K resolution, we grant a few.
So after watching this trailer, now we would like to hear from Mr. Ketan Anand about the project and how his experiences have been in restoring the films. So,
Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so first of all, it's great to be here. I've been in IFFI before 3 times. It's a wonderful festival. It's going up, 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 and up. And it's at any global level today, which I'm really, really happy about. This is an extraordinary thing that they're doing. It was Martin Scorsese also who triggered this off. And I think he visited here and he's also been involved in some of the restoration work. It's great for us to have our history shown in retrospect to all the coming generations. And that is possible only when something like this happens. And they are doing a fantastic job. I know that this technique is going to get more and more and more sophisticated as time goes on. But 4K today in films that were almost torn and ripped off and full of what we call noise, when you get sparks on the thing, we call it noise. And negative is not lifelong, like a hard disk is much longer lasting. So for them to have done something like this, I think, well, I'll clap on that, really I will. So we watched a film last evening that was 20 Saal Baad. And what a fantastic difference. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the restored version of Hakikat this evening. I would like to say that I have been mulling over it, and I am also very happy to say that with all the things that are going on and the kind of feedback I get of this film, I will be announcing Hakikat 2 next year. I'll start a sequel on that. Any questions?
Vaibhav, anything you would like to say?
No, I already visited Pune Institute.
Switch it on. Yeah.
Already visited Pune Institute, met a fun team and by Government of India initiative. And I got to see firsthand how they digitalize it, how they clean the films.
the equipment, and it's quite a process, you know. And I said, because we have in my office couple of films which are of my dad's, and they're in good condition, but it's difficult to maintain. So I thought I'll send that as well, because for the first time I saw professionalism, and was very impressed by that. Yeah. So good job. Thank you.
No event or festival is complete without its music and entertainment. Watch these glimpses of the red carpet. Well, that's all we have in today's special edition. I will see you back tomorrow once again, where we will take you on a tour of another day of this IFFI.